do. Keep quiet. Ha! Aha! Who was it? I said I did you any share. Oh, Kopengwa never. Ah.
SOMPA FM.
SOMPA free oh oh oh. SOMPA free SOMPA FM and TV and market yapa. SOMPA dia sasi so many Ajuma yesini ni aketi enti usumo sumio anu nebe mawanya aketi yapa ewa sasi so ewiasim mubasum na wansum ye dia fanyina mo se wansum bisa usum ye maketi yapo eni je ti SOMPA dia e maketi yapa SOMPA dia sasi so emeni je SOMPA FM, SOMPA TV, market yapo, SOMPA de MING. Bichim wafidi ene to SOMPA FM and TV, nebema wenijie, ene aketi yapa, nebema wenijio, sabra boy mo dajini. Be natural, so no dear winya. Bema when it is, I catch your panso camu, and market your pa, our fidi, FM and TV. Why? So, you're passing ever soon.
Yedem premo ato ewo SOMPA 106.5 FM akraso ebredu sensama hodo a yaboaboa no se premto breakfast ye bono yede ni nyina ebesom yetiefo ensemi efri yatena ye kese mu ewo enkran dome watermelon street ye ben dome market no eho ene yede kase boyi efra yede ebro saranso ena okwa asantemantem kropon kumase a SOMPA 101.1 ewo takwatakra de 103.3 Techiman 106.1 SOMPA kronwa sunyai fonsu etie ewo 98.9 enono ewo enono ye SOMPA sunyai ena enkranza ye 90.7 doma 101.3 SOMPA ena fe doma FM 100.7 womso FB ye ban fifi mantemua Kingdom 106.1 FM ewo mankesim oti yenka ewo decoder no so ye SOMPA FM over Facebook a ye stream live ewo hono mudu hono ma like page no na share for wadwenche to ase ma ye ebre ne adaje bamu a ye bekenkan bi e de amaw ene awie YouTube no eye SOMPA FM live www.sompaonline.com ehonso eyade se ya bobo nsem ni bia no obetumi enya bi na wakenkan Kanesh Urban Radio ewo Kaneshia ene awie adwadifo no nyina wo mu etie ensem no ebi na nia yede enam no ne yebedi mu akoti ni bi ene sei
yebaka pepo so jansan kwanta akwanhia bi asi nipa mienu afema hwero mo nkwa akoya awre ho sempa sada ana uniban so nkwanhia kro na bi asi nipa du mienu aprepre atora sabra meka sei ebekura wo trauma hospital
Omampeni John Dramani Muhammad ya tu dwase wo mo de nkrata bia kopie omai emrahye bedwom se de beya wo mbetimi aso aban ejapade ne chichu ne nsase nipa bi etwitwaton
Ghana mampani kro ya na wakache state owned enterprises say wo monfo am audit report mra nya saa asem kase ebeto won pa mampani aduru Zambia na Zambia no enkutahodi akoso amasesei ufiri Ghana na akọ Zambia no ane se onsa du unadu na wokro
mampani abedi akire ede ato Ghana fo nyina animu se wo momwa mampani na disuade hunu se de beya wo man Ghana ebetimi ayeyi
ana papers na de bi baaye sa government statistician was inflation drop here e January no mu kodwo pon kroma sapu wo ba be ya no parliament na apu o kan yi ana owura Yusuf Suleiman nso eba chese ampara ne nuane ampa inflation no a inflate we nipa botom
na ene trending story kese baako ene se nana agrada ni 15 years jail term ya yede ema no ene wo makopiem wo amasaman court ama court na hwan so aba afe baako na
yeba konsen fufuro mu Dr. Tedros no ne mrante ne mabawa no wo mo se nyame ya adom a Ghana wo mba boa yempa ama cancer yetimi atu ase na yero se kofi ese se oman ye wajapade ne ye pebidi ne din atoso a wono mu a eye man ba pa wo akoma pa maman no saafo ne yemfa wondin toso
ye beko atoye atifi mantam no emudwaboso mansini assembly wo mo ahye dwumadie bi ase ehwesa kwan ahodo a atete apansam ewo mansini mu wombe ye ni yi
na what is a customer mansoafo a wo nyire sabrochima mu ejagu ni chem sawa ne me wofanka amanfo se me wofa na tachire ya wo mu piapia na se ba ya wo mbe yi na die na wo mu di petition akọ se customer wonsi form
abusuan ensem ni bi eka ho ena awie yi ye de bremo endpoint homeopathy clinic for ena kukuru yen asi agongon time herbal mixture enso eye tridie duro wo mo ede yen ebaye na wo mo prapra kwamu ma ye nsuo no mo ye ema ye minimu ate a ye bebom ede amamo no eye kasa natural mineral water afei kase bone be ye ode no wafili ewo babia wo no a eye onga mama ensa no boafo Midin ede ADWOA ASARE ewie imene
Oduma nkomachi ame obrempong nana kwaku ampoma ena mebra triple A man ejapia apam dada nokura ya sha examiner se ede amawo na abusia sa obetimi pa ntantam so a join here on Facebook ne so aya SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra ana fe YouTube no aya SOMPA FM live join here na be videos se si a FM ame na uye pe ni ayamba se no na obonje aka ni asini na do comment ato na be bia tumi ay fine aya che na obi nso nya bi na wonhwe na ye tu fa ni akopie mu asante mantam mu ba bia ye fra o se jansan kwanta e wo bepo so mfimfini ho no a wodi wani a kire mu e wo asante asaman ne mfimfini ho no se kire central assembly ye kan e ho ne yebutu yi na enra bra no ye hot bite no e na akwanhia bi si ye na no kure ne se no manfo ho no wo mo nhya da nyinni eno nti ya sma ama ne boni ba wa beidu e ma ne te fa mu ho na wafiri mu ya okọ ya okọ hunu se no kure asam no se ya no kure no na ade kure nya asam wie na asam no ne se nipa mienu ba ko de Randolph ba ko de Christopher wo mote afidie tetanfo moto ibiso ana obi an ne de o wafiri benkum na wafiri nifa no womba na sabi mpredu asasam ponche ntokwa wo mo firi mo achi se ya na eba wo mote ya ni dimachete na je se moto na kanhia mote se ne aka mienu anya akwanhia head on collision ni bienu na nka moto de anka ne kasia ya senya won ne nyonko moto ekodi akwanhia asami ba wa bedu ko hu yepe eno so ene wo mo anan na wone yera Samuel Kodua ya ono na ya assemblyman e wo bepo so abato mpeso ya so wone ne nkobon nkomo no wone ne bonko no acha se bo mi nana sa ekwan emu atutuo ya se free portals akwa akodu manho ya se watwam kura free manho akodu wu manho no se asa piti amena ne bi no galamsefo de no asa no bi ena da kwan no mu ho na wo mu ya se wo mu dwane wo bi adoji sa amena no ene wo mi ndi ko hia mu sa akwafa sa ha no ye ni e de abai
Ofie say an accident bi asiwo in sucha ne be so ekwa mu honum eni nti tutu mika ekokohwe ekwa na se no kre na enkoda ne mienu maako ade atoye mu honum a ena ofrim ena baako nso so yedi du free honum ko duru mampon o kwa ase so no so baako na o ka ho de yankopon aya adom onyanwi nanso so me gye se ete na kwato Apama hospital na the woman nyina ne se na moto so no ye mienu baako ade no wote baako so na nipa mienu nso so ete baako so la de no wote baako so no nko ate so no efri bepo so na ekonsita na de omo si mienu so no so mienu na te baako so no so free nsita na ba bepo so na se ofri bepo so ekọ nsita ekwa ni mfimfini baabi Jansan kwanta hono sani anu ta afen obi amani mu kai fe ho jans en kwanta port bi da ho na port house no mia ofri bi poso kon na ewi a ne kwan kofa de ofri sita ba no kwan
nia ofri bi poso no ana wo dwane port house ya se ya da ne se galam se amrei ana wo kwa kofa de ofri sita ba no kwan ene se dimapete wo mo de hia mu se akoya awra ho sampa na abusia so johnny o Facebook ne so dia video no aye hwesesi ano ubehunu se baako de aso otimi ka ne ho kakra wono no na wonwuye ewa amunum ho ne mo baako de amunum ho no a oto aya no mo anse do oje visa eko USA United States of Asamando eno na baako no aka ho no wo mo de ne kwa asaman aspiti ye wo ho wo mo de ne kwa kwan so na so oje awa bredodo wono so je mu se to ena no ano no baako na no wote na chine de wanu pra no emu ade ne pa ya me ne waka sei wo wasama ba ya asabe a wo ja yarehwe
na saara husam kuro ya no ebiesi wo kwakwa de manim ewo emfimfiri mantamu afa ho na wei na Toyota Vox CB ka foforo ya abaya ayre ho asase adu play emu baako ena one wono a ne nua ka foforo ni za otema wo mode bebo ani eno nso sade obrempong kan no head on collection pepepe wo mfe wo ma no wo mani ba ho so na baako free Cape Coast ya wo baka so baako so free ka so eko Cape Coast na se na nka obi ya fa hontem wrongful overtaking eno ne kofa nkwanhia no bae eno achi nso kura no wo mo hwa ye se Hyundai Elantra bi so free hi o no ono nso sande betua ho na ye miensa sabre nipa dumienu wo mo prepare tra anya asamketo na abusua sa Vox no ne number GN 9883-25 ena ne za hotema no GW 1895-09 na face ha saloon car no Hyundai Elantra no ye GR 1972-15 enti de wa hwe na miensa na nipa dumienu ena press sei wo mo wo Uniba Trauma Hospital ho eja yarehwe na nya Uniba posifo ena afi apam fire service fo ene duru ho ntem anka de esi ene enyefe enti di o2 Anthony Kosiru wonna ne kwakwa de madi nkomo a obiebie de esi nyina so
okodu memo onye gomwa onyazi memo oye gomwa amenfi oye straight road ofi apam zuko Uniba okra no yampa accident isima cars ebasa na accident nenyo inyan ti one around no kan there am Toyota Siate dodo na our friend akoko nketenkiti on ofinkra no ko keep no se oye overtaking oye ni there na across nenim so the cars ebien the same cars ebien worko nti ekron oye overtaking na nso ye do oye overtaking na mo hu nenim nti akumi overtaking keshema na onu okeshia cars ebien ya wo figure wo basana konkrani no was bomb fat na nenyo yanyan so was bomb nyan wo friend na ekro na we passengers ni was one call hospital na so yakoto kakra nti na we 13 passengers no wo cars ibase no nti ehwanaze obiare nwu na mo we one call hospital ye follow up yakro na mo wada yez but here if you want no obiare mfi wo don call miniba
wono na ne kwakwa de ma edi ibra nkwanhia ne si yechi
ye free sa arehosemi emue na ye fa ye nkyere ensem foforo mu Omampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abo amane se womo ede enkrata bi ebekwa kopiem wo mei emrase bedwam se de beya wo betimi abobo ho na abo aban ejapade ahodo ho ban ne titru pa ene aban ensase na wode nsem we nyina etudwa wabra no woni Ghana de hye bia ewo Zambia man no emu no edi enkomo na wose wo mo bae wo mahunu pepi se obehye aban sase na nipa bia ton sase ne fofo afei development no enye nkran hanko na committee ne beye na dwuma won betretre mu ade akomantam ahodo no nyina enti nsase a yedia no ya yemfa mra kwan so ne yeda ne yekire eya aban sase nyina no won be hye se sansase no won be hu adwuma no won magye sanse eyoman no ejapade wa bra wo kire nsem no sei ene wo kan no.
To public lands, we set up a committee. They presented their report, and we've cancelled several leases that had not been processed yet. These were public lands that were just distributed and looted. I mean, people just carved up and bought for cheap. I mean, lands. There are people who buy a land, government land, at 150,000 cedis and turn around and sell that same plot of land for $2 million. And these are lands in prime areas, and yet if you look at the value that they are giving and how much people buy them for and turn around and resell them, it just doesn't make sense at all. And so we've got a committee. They've mapped out not only in Accra, all the regions, what the status of public lands are.
Enwachi enwo mampani editu jase NDC aben woma wiata so passe proye dwurimudie ene kankan ye koso wo memu corruption ne ho nsensem ne de won be hye atu ase panti we no wode kokobọ kese ne ekọ ede ama aban appointees nyina se wo a wode wo ho be kofofore corruption ensem bie mu a ye beche wo no emra ene ubedi.
The other side and the governance on the reset agenda was accountability, and that is the fight against corruption. People who hold public trust must be accountable to the people. And a time was coming when there was such impunity in government. It was like people just went into politics and government to enrich themselves. And so every week, every fortnight, there was a major scandal. And that was part of the reason for the loss of trust in the political elite. And so it was necessary to come and bring that to order. And first of all, to look at people who had abused the public trust and hold them accountable. But at the same time, send a signal to our own people that if you cross the line like they have, you will also find yourself in the same position. We'll have to deal with you. I'll not be happy about it, but I mean, it demands that.
Way a Ghana Mampani, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Mampani and finance announced why we no say Drobonso nyina wamba ko ho atiwa east and west frontier kwa north na south nyina wona be ko ho sansa aban sa ase no bebre wo san fafra mu ho eno achi no wo san de bi ka ho no wache se oye state owned agency sa aban adwuma kuo bi district assembly we yi se bia STC ana se bia Tema cooperative department B and as a transport owners no sa junction so ministries agencies department na munyina mu Ghana ha na afia so ezo bebu akonta de kire wo man na wo man ya wode two books yes sir wode akatu enwuma ana wode ensamanfo din ahyehye mu saa wo se won tra sesa be se mfie nsu ko fie nwatwini audit report nya de bia free saa state owned agencies and as enterprises e de aba mampani akache na wo ma mpanifo da saa so ne nyina no ekwesu efo iso bosome no ne da ya to so be se 90 ne mfafram ho ba bi de kura akire so a bosome na wieye se wo mo anye na wo no mampani saa bre ne duru ho na wo hwese ebia apam wona order apam enterprise and say bia apam just what kenki na ma mebu akonta amfa nkyere wo man no a asem kase na betu.
Been to 8 years, have never produced an annual report. Meanwhile, it's obligatory for them to do it. This year, I said, woe betide any chief executive of a state-owned enterprise who by the end of April, which is the target date, has not done your audit and presented your annual report. I won't say what will happen, but... And so we've seen also improved economic activity. Business is booming, and one sign of booming economic activity is travel congestion. And so more people are using their cars because first people couldn't buy fuel. They would not drive unnecessarily. But now that fuel is more affordable, people are using their cars more and going to places they wouldn't have gone before. And then...
So you're chief executive. Oh yeah, dear Ben. Now dear, son your car and brother say will be tied you. Musuo mo, why for nyaw, dan to us ma. Now dear me bua konta, na yancho. Hana Betty, Mampani no, and wakana san.
Na Mampani was Zambia mamui. Bra, one mukuko si nuda. Ewo, one more airport to Cassia woho. Kenneth Kaunda International Airport wo se de esima wo makwa aba ne eje wo mababa de wo mo ekofi na emu na wo modi nkomo ewie no so afọ ohwe abuase aburochire nsem so amano ne ensem so yero kuja table akwa ene wo bebi se Ghana mampani ko ho no wo modi kasasie wone mampani a wono so wo Zambia mamu hakande hechelema wo makasa na wo mo nkasa ye no akwa ko se wo Zambia mamu na Afri Ghana wo sore ye pra to na wo na akro no nya de awuhia obese enkrata sembia ne enema enti bureaucracy no worma kwa koye free ho sade wo kan no ni.
For the first time in the history of Ghana-Zambia relation, we are going to have a free visa between our two countries. So you no longer have to stress about visas. So we are going to have a visa waiver agreement. And it is one of the conditions that President Mahama gave us for this visit. He said, Foreign Minister, if you don't make this happen, don't join me on this visit. So Chief Director will tell you, whilst I was in Latvia, I was on her. So I told her that you know the directive. So I'm told that it was because we have 3 kinds of passports. They have only 2. So they didn't see how, they said we are not aligned. But we told them there is a presidential directive.
Enti yewra kuya tabra kwa amana ne so afo Zambia mamu wo mukoye enkomoda afiri hu aba no ebi no waboso akire
mampani abedi akire na so ye en wo mo esre Ghana fo nyina se ade bia ne na mo bia wo mbetimi atu se de be ya mampani John Dramani Mahama nani so ade hunu se wo bedandan ne mani reset agenda no wode aba no Ghana fo emmo no se de be ya salvation no ebetimi aye reality na nsɛm a wɔkan nyina ne sɛsɛbe aban ne wasodie die ne mum timemufo no ankasa nso ɛwɔ wo mafamu die a ɛsɛsɛ wo moyɛ enti sɛ yɛde watu adwumakuo bia no sɛ hwɛ so ahwɛ sɛ sika bia amfa wase adwuma a yɛde ama no hwɛ na yɛ na so emra mfasoɔ sɛ yɛde wo ato bambo adwumakuo bia no a mepaacho hwɛ na yɛ wɔ adwuma yɛ nkɔ gigiska wo bi hɔ no nti saa ne ma no nyinaa wo bia de ne de ba kakra kokokoko na ayepo wo se eno ne betimi aboa ama omampani ni so ade hunu no aba bewie mu die wo se bibi ti se operation recover all loot ya aban ede ba ye owra yi wutum se so fa ade so good eniema ekoyi ankasakasa wo se na nipa bi kura tototo ayampia san na yera Dominic akuritinga ayi na ya wo ya atani general aso ya makasa na do so achen anamo a wotuo no so ni nyina aka adwuma ne ho owra yi ba ye wo mo tata nkrofo kama na ban no so anya so mfaso bebre na nya de nso ebesi ha enti wo besere se Ghana fo nyina emo mampani press secretary de mampani abedi akire eye amaprat wo no na de sansemi etuja.
Internationally, they can see the facts and the figures. They see where we are at in terms of our debts, where we were in 2024 and where we are at today. The figures are speaking. His towering figure and his presence on the global stage in our regional affairs, the contributions he makes day in, day out within the sub-region, those are things that he's being examined on, for which reason he's placing fit for me. Bottom line, for every Ghanaian, how do you feel it? What's your lived experience? So to add my voice in congratulating His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama for how far he has come from where he's at today and where he's going, and to say thank you for his vision for Ghana and how it is translating in my lived experience as a Ghanaian, and to applaud him and offer him support in whatever capacity as a Ghanaian that I can.
Ene ya ekoti esesi eye press secretary edema vice president atnaye Ama Prat.
Na Ama Prat kasa ne nyina mu no. Na government statistician. Na yera Dr. Alhassan Idrisu. Na ono so ya calculation. Na no kro ba do medwem. Eno wo be we se ne adeto ene niam abo etie. Na wo wie ya. Wo ye ne report wie ye se kim no. Ni ade ba montene so ne se ade eniam ayefo pa e wo dwem. Titru pa ne amo entosi no. Se jede kura 10 cities etimi nya be sa ade ba ko fa ade ba gini bi no na ade sin eno na wo ka wie ya no ka se wo ke kan nyina abomu a inflation no se drop aba be se 3.8%. ama ne me koye pa se aban momia mo na ba so hia wo ya adwuma pa wo ka wie ya pe na kura mpo papers no de bai ena odumyafo kojo pon kroma ofan se ire bi mra hye badwani wo busa sa Dr. Alhassan no Ghana han wate na okoye statistics no Benenoa Beni eno okwafa de free no de abeto Ghana ha se Ghana fo niema se Ghana fo de pan de papa no ba mra se bedwam oba be ya no sentia wonya asa 3.8 no oba be chirim.
As I'm hearing that figure, I'm also getting a lot of messages from people who are saying that what they see on the market doesn't exactly correspond with that. I'm sure when the government statistician appears before us, we'll have an opportunity to interrogate the data that they have and match it to what is really happening in the market. Many of your viewers and listeners, they buy from the market, and they will be the best judges to tell us whether what they're experiencing on the market is 3.8% or not. Going to achieve this inflationary tax is not actually tackling the supply side. It's actually sterilizing a lot of money from the system. You recall that around October, we told you that the government has sterilized about 60 billion Ghana cedis from the system. In other words, that money has been sucked out of the economy, so people who want to use it to, conduct transactions can't even access it. So it's one thing they're doing it on the demand side and telling you, therefore, that inflation is down to 3 points. When you go to the market, you see the real rate.
Odi we nya papa so na da. Kodwom kwa wonu mo kodwo wi abusa pam. Busa adwo asare mo. Won mo kodwom a. Won ba che so na kakaduro krampo nkita 20 series a. Yensam fama wo. Wa ba dina atro paper so say inflation drop e. Wa ba mra se bedwam. Wa ba ba kire yen. Ba bia wo konya sa figures ni fi na wa wie no. Eno wo se aban wa the project makoma be se dubako 11 flagship project bi ya wo de aban nya asem kuma. Na sa project yi nyina no. Wom minority for no. Wom ntranses how. Wom be bomodin fra ban ne na kwenta bufuo na wom ni nyina no. Na won ya bamra se bedwam. Wom be scrutinizing ni nyina. Bit is a big push. Na no de am de baye national apprenticeship program yi 24-hour economy. Amanfo tie ne live cantonment market. Accra 1 million code described amanfo so amount ho asem. Ni nyina wom be chirim.
Continue this nearly weekly advocacy, asking for the policy and program documents, because it's the real foundation of the work that you are doing as a government. It's what helps you yourself to even measure and track the work you are doing, whether it's the minority or civil society or citizens in general. That's how come you can track and see the work that is going on. So we'll continue the advocacy, and we're not just asking for the documents to file, we're asking for it so that we can go into it and use it for the oversight function of Parliament. So you can rest assured that we're going to use these documents to track the implementation of these programs.
Odemnya fo kodwo opon kroma ofon se ire bi mra se badwani sabre no na one sompa mra se badwani na na opon chiteku opon square wo munya na ebo nkomo a wo de se mwe tu dia mra se badwafie
na sa sami a ofon se ire bi mra se badwani boss ya pe na MP wo bole bamboy Yusuf Suleiman as wo boa sa inflation ya won mo kasa eso atie 3.8%. The
inflation that we have experienced this time is reflecting in the lives of Ghanaians. We are all aware that before the NDC took over, a bag of rice, depending on the size of it, let's say the 25 kilogram, if it is basmati or whatever, it was ranging around 700 Ghana cedi. Today, go and find out whether it's 700 Ghana cedi. Okay, where there's a need for us to, as it were, give credit, let's give credit. Okay, where we think that there's some genuine criticism to be made, let's make it. Once we begin to have that culture in the way we administer this country, we will make some progress. I can tell you that the 3.8% that we are all talking about is reflecting in the lives of Ghanaians.
You know, and Oboa one can answer who was sitting reflect and reflect it. Honorable Yusuf Suleiman, a boy, bamboy. No.
And the Ghana for no ankasa and a betchere. Ebusuan SOMPA 106.5 FM across so enie ye to aprem to breakers ye bono eso ewo ensemfufro emu. Na eye mwani musam se beye bosome ensiako enson entemunie die. Evangelist Mama Pat na kire se former comfort agrada enono. Na ne ho eba asem ne ne Ghana ha omanfo twene sere ne abasa o wo mo no ano pa tutu no sere ne abasa mo no ankasa hu say yes we feel pressure no e wo mayimu enti na woda adabampuno echi na ene amasaman high court eko asetena na munim se ye jeli agrada no emfihia edunum 15 years ene ye de ema no na no ena na lawyer for ba ye no wom se da bi 15 years ne de ya de ano o too much into one bekọ appeal asagro lawyer fo ekọ enne no ma to asem na hyeda back and forth saa enne yete ha yen ka bi nhemu ene ehu se amasaman high court fo wo mo the ruling foforo aba na mmompia mpani a wote na dwam de nkrataa mu no wo mo amboni dini na said your man for si aboagye PM no so no enya asem ketewa wu san se 15 years jail term no ayede ma akomfo agrada no ye hwan so aba afe baako from 15 years to 1 year enti ye ka sei empanifo e kire mu se gina ye no ne enti a wo masi ene se e wo mu se wafom aye bone na emom no wo hwa bone no a wo ye no ene asotwe no a wo de ma no a ano o too much na bone be na agrada ye mo be kai free 2021 na aba 22 no pa na ejina mu dendenden saa bre no sika gari wa wanti bi wagana ha na chese wuni krom ha se wo sika afa bra na ye be dobo e de ama wo enkrofo a enam saa sika gari nso a ya scam wo mo agi wo mu sika TV so radio so advert ne ye bone ade enya asem kuma enti ehu entansa ye de bo agrada ye de ne kogina mu court no bua no wo msi de 15 years no wo de bema no na wo ma kire ni bibi se krom ha na mra wa ha enti wuntimi meye bibia keke na ene amasaman high court kire mu ese maame na ye bone wo ma twenaso na emom sa 15 years ne de wo mu hun say eye too much enti no wo mo a revise sentence no enti me ka say sa 1 year na wo ma hwan so de aba no a take effect from da wo share ne sentence na se wo prison ho eno no ya afi atwa mu July ho baabi enti ye ka say wo calculate ni ye dia beye abe 26 and 23rd July 2026 na konfo agrada wo frefia abafie enti omanfo bebre no ase da shirem wo manya chen wo mo se ayi akosua kafefe no mo ene na brown no mo no wo nyina yie because engege the broskoto the BNI obo fa dade fa AK dade ntini waba back na this time around waba for good enti wo mo to ayampia ni nyina wo nyina ya fe na internet no so no yes I ba be sheki ni ye ebi mu so kire se da bi krom ha no yes ye nyina ye pe before the law and so sa sentence foforo ya ba kire se ye nye pe yes ya sha ubotomu a ena niema koye ma ho wo bi wono so sa ye jeli no be ya ahia bi akra no kra ne bone ni nuru agrada de but wada so dem because sa na Ghana fo bi kire sika ni ho enti nkobo no akwakoye bebre na emom ne tentene tietie nyina ne se agrada 15 year sentence no ye hwan so aba 1 year
ano sa no waba Ghana Health Service for obomo waden ahwehwe se niema nyina da na akwa mu wokọ ya waba ye na anokra mpo 31st no eye papa ya wo ekira ha yayi sofo ya wo hyenkom wo ye nchen ha yayi prophet na jegezi wo kan sa fi agrada baba fie nokra wode atoso enkom hye no aye adwuma na Ghana Health Service for sama ye kan ana WHO Dr. Tedros mo wa mo tisuru wa no mo se nra na ye World Cancer Day ama nra wa hene yiri tra Ghana today so posa no fo ekire kwan e be fa so e be posa no fo nyina kama se e mane mpepe mfansa ho e se ha dwene pa na e ba sa eno ye breast cancer ana wo ye no eno de edu October mu a ne aka ho asem na emom we ye kokuram kase na nkasa no ana aye kase na nso wo mo kire se kokuram no ne eto no fo mu de no wo ma hunu se Ghana esika sam wo fom enti Dr. Tedros WHO wo mo nkrabata da wa bibremu ebi wa Ghana ha sei no wo mo ahyebo se nyame ya adoma wo mbebo Ghana atwa sika botene kase pa e de aboa yen se ne be ya se ne campaign kra ne de be so te so hene yire ne adwo asare mo afia kunadu mo ye de be so mo asene afia duku na matimi aye nkyerɛkyerɛ no akyerɛ se ne be ma mema ne betimi aso no fuo no ne nkwada no kra enum a wo be so mo yie e de aboa pa ma kokuram ne yatimi atu ase a ebeko yie pa na asem we ho no ana enkran ha ya enesi yo na maame a wokọ asua ye ho a ye fra ho se womo a ehwe non communicable diseases e wo Ghana ha se woda no maame Joanna Anson wono na wodi dwumadie mu kiame hima ana Pfizer fo ya womo ye ye fra ne se Pfizer womo ye vaccine yi womo ka ho ana JP ago womo so ka ho bi ya womo nyina ene womo to kese ho ena nsemi to dwa na Dr. Joanna Anson wo bo hire eto nsem no sei
families of care is catastrophic. Too often, a woman is screened but never treated. Too often, a child is diagnosed too late. Too often, families must choose between seeking care and meeting basic needs. This is simply not acceptable. WHO will continue to support Africa and particularly Ghana through evidence-based global and regional initiatives, including the Global Strategy to Eliminate Cervical Cancer, the Global Breast Cancer Initiative, the Global Initiative for Childhood Cancer, the Global Platform for Access to Childhood Cancer Medicine, and Women's Integrated Cancer Service.
We are Dr. Joanna Anson. Yeah, okay, non-communicable and mental health. One moving for one on down, no, and watch us and okre. Dr. Tedrosumo, ya mo WHO no. One more beboa, ama, sika mucha, edi ababwa, and send ya kokram. Ye tonu fuomu, ye beti me etu as ye my Ghana muno. Yet me akosa akopano.
Na unim. Bra, one boss, have no sona pe. Ana CPP. One more communication director. Ora, was a kufiakwa. One no should be better say, Yura mama yaragawatis or Kasimbi. Kutokawi and Shanjina be a woman said Dino. Na wamode akwa hen wo se hwe man no mu aye wo no wo man ade anade ya wi na obi di ne din atoso aboy ho bra bi no na ebi firifiri akire an wo ma be ka de wo no mu kan na wo no se sa akotoka wi enhyengina bia ye kan mampani gana mampani odika kwa me nkroma na ye ho adwuma nyina so wa fa ne din atoso na wo no nya adaje ebie die ntia wo ka sa asemi.
It's very, very sad to hear people who are supposed to be patriots, people who are supposed to be Democrats, speak this way. Now, let's all be honest with ourselves. State monuments and rewarding people by naming streets and state, institutions after them is supposed to be done for people who are deemed patriotic. Rightly said, the Kwame Nkrumah's government did not come to power to the power of a gun. It was Ghanaians who decided that we want to start a nation by being democratic, by having a government that is for the people, by the people. And so there was proper elections.
Wano ena National Communication Director Edema CPP Amanyoku no. Ora wase kofiakwa. Ewie no wase. Sade no obrempon ka no fo na eto asemi kwabrane a ya wo no ema ne no fo no moye. Ne ma medede hye kire mo otena ato so. Na wanya adwempo bi pa se yentu mantu anase yentu abangu. Na womu a mampani dada Kwame Nkrumah ne penso womu kuta ne bage ekoja ne kwan we wienhyengina bia bra no woko hanoi no saafo na ene womu ye dom ewo nachi.
And a group of armed men who are so coward to the sense that when Kwame Nkrumah was leaving for Hanoi, the same people who did the coup d'etat were the ones who saw him off at Accra International Airport. And when Osadifo left, he took guns and arms and overthrew his government.
Eno CPP Communication Director Oro se kofiakwa.
SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra so enie yede aseda ema Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic ya sabia papa ko na kwagye ayareshe na se eye infertility wo memem se eye prostate se eye premature ejaculation ntini na ohaw aba ho ana kidney any liver massage and physiotherapy ni nyina Dr. Dubuaten ene na nurse fo no wo ye ho adwuma wo Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic enkran ha de ye nyina ye nim se udru spentes kwan ne so a bia ya ye frɛ hɔ nom shell signboard ɛhɔ ɛna abehunu Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic ɛma yade ma ɔnya bobo ɛnna da mu wa bra ubetimi enya ayarepa ayaresapa ɛwɔ Endpoint Homeopathy numbers a wobɛfrɛ wɔ mo ɛwɔ so no ɛyɛ 0244867068 ofra Dr. Nkasa na bepeke na wɔne wakasa 0244867068 and 0274234321 0274234321 onga enua enekro edini ye baako pe say ye can spices obi wo hono ma wo mpani too much enti say bia wo ye aduane wo wakofa wei na wafa nkyene de na wafa de bema emu ayede na wafa de mako kakra wom ubewie no kra na aduane ne taste na sesa de wo hwehwe no wunya but onga ne de ya ye ni nyina baako abom de amawo enti aduane ne se de tie bia a wo no anu benya de efete sa purpose no say yakokɔ na usimi a wobenya akokɔ de say ye nantwie a ubenya nantwie say ya ponche asara hyeto na wo ye wo ne de wo ho wo mo ye noodles ne ade ne ya said da ye mo de chinchinga no nyina che say obia wo ne de ewom obu ho no ma wo mpani too much say mimi say enti all round de no tablet no cubes no eno de eye all round wo ye nkwan yo wo ye stew wo ye hyeto utimi yusu emane ye FDA atintim so ba bia tonton sa ne manyina edwama so onga enye na ko ne ko pebito ye benu nsuo ne ye minimu ada ho kase ya ye kase enafo mu se ntu ka ba ko anu ase pe kakra eye kasa natural mineral water mo amo kyera de e teacher fu lecturer say monko pe kasa natural mineral water ne bi na monom sanse e release wu afei e vitalize ni pedua no na enioma etimi konkan sa abre ye wie mu aye ye dry ye wie bobo nkitinkiti sa na sesa wo pensuo ni bi so sa wo ye party wo ye wedding wo ye program bi na pensuo dia serve wa hoho agidin a eye kasa mineral water Kasaloma Ventures na akofa e dia bataifa back hospital etiwonwa eho na obehunu wo 0206 469430 0206 469430 and 0303 965780 eno eye kasafo number no afei time herbal mixture Dr. Tafri Jana Druno me say obu ho no ma de bi o complain nansemu de minidi kura o nansemu de menyanya dokono kitua half bi pobo nsemafu ahye asedwan na kura anya me de mpacho ko pe time herbal mixture nanom wanumu beto so am wadidi no wadidi ye obu ho no a waye ketekete nam ho sa enye se bia bibi na eye na da bi aduane no wonya the right food no just appetite ni ho enti de aduane no besi nanimu kura no wogesen no no de nsa wo no wasore ko pe time herbal mixture ne nom na entimenti wanum se de be ya obedidi no wasese kama na bibia etimi akoyie ba bia tonton nuro bia pharmacies herbal shops ubenya bi ato nemo mu amopɛ dodo atu no ukɔ kan hyi drug lane ho no mu stores na esesa so no nyina ubenya bi atu ho kolinak no mu wokumase ene wo mom kekan ka ho no ubenya bi ato wo ho number wo bɛfrɛ 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 yento ensem no so emfama mu atoye etifi mantamu ne yakwa na akwan ya ewo Western North region de empenifo chese enye kura enhye nkuran na ho nso na enuane dodo no a efiriba na obehwe na akuafo no mu complaini timamufo no mu complaini se wombedo na enuane na kanwuram ye ba ne abeto no fofofofofofofo ne de aba akra he ton na abodin ne nyina ne se akwan no enkoye ne senti mensin krache ya owadwa aboso no nyafo Alexander Eduquest ene na so ye ene wo mo echi se district road coordinator ya wo honom no wo ne na kan bomu se akwan na atete apansam wo Western North region ho nyina no wo mbehwe no wo mu asiesie enti wo kiremu ese we kura no eyade a MP ya owadwa aboso ho yewura kwabena minta kando kura na ginemu dendendenden ya wo ma wo mu moral support na ebetimi aboase enche wo mo ho nyina mfuturo ni ade no ebeye an issue of the past.
Ye kakra na me adom what the media twa on city for one abrede so no en sadan for ebre na tentem sa eti we have parliament eba Christmas break oni Asia yes the be am for friend eba kwan so twetwetwa so dia assembly na se dia se o se hwe na ye ne mi enu kambo betimi ye mane ye kama ti oba ye ni dinkita ho bebre dinkita ho no na yes sa tie dia se nyame adom na so ne ba forma be hwe ne ya ye di kan ne assembly members ni nyina kwhia fan bi a wo hya ase a nya se wo be ye obi die na wagya obi die but ni nyina mu na ye kan eba office adofo ba ko mi bi abepema asem nti yo ha na me no mo so din ko mo kwan be na as individuals na me fa so a omo so ebeboa nti se o hwe ye di ka ye no watakrom ho na ye personal organization na individuals bi wa na me no makasa obi so obaji fuel one drum obi so obaji say na ye tim di wie ho no no achi di aye koye wo
ene ya yikotie sesie yi ayononyamfo Alexander Eduquest wono ene ye DC ewo dwaboso enu achi omanfo bi e won potem ho nso kire sesa na mo ya empenifo etu dia fa o makwan no ho de eyade se wo mani asopa
and it's a quite radio through class. And they say, which move fast to bedroom, just what Pia, and our mama or more Mutimnesi as well as what my fast. Into your hair, plan out for your more now, move be a said no bumpona caca, people to any more bar, wait my head, I was a first no, personal, I think for Quampa, the record doctor, this is the church, and I guess a pet table beyond there, that son is sure to society about it. Not finding to fast by the mayor domain, and mutual mounts and machines, they work on them. Many Japan, and can come again if you are for your man of people who cross your job for coins and the best. You don't know by if it's a more cool, coins on effort, but in Sutra, no, why the end, car, if you never got a higher than money, but never buy a machine just a trying to Miniaji, Ingama man, Amoko school, in Sutra, that in Pamay, but no much idea, but around 10 years in Mutasoda, and see this in Abana, say a Tanamo, Amadu Krumpana, Yetano, a bad boy, your pa, like I said, and sing, you should be a by woman be Papa or cried to pull an unity, wolf and call in Gemma, woman also, and queer and farmer, and young I can be see and I can get.
Way a year or month for be a wajaboso and I tell woman can woman ya money boni Ebenezer Usu and San any D San Comu.
Now, we are kind dear, young free aquana, so San Codano, where the amber for Quana Subi. Now I go school. Ya quaco Piemo, our Boabo. Now Boabo, or the Mass Central, 15 hour Bonamantamu. Yellow Restford crying, 1 year headmaster. Our Abuabo number 2, RC, KG, and primary school. And no course anwa. What me babon na what me akasa me call RC na bibia fine now so enkwada ye akwasa school yi won baba no wan yade won mo ya won mu hunu ba bi efiri era na no akwada ba ka se oh sompa for some modi ba akokra odoma na doma FM for kra so wo mo fa ene mu ntie na mo ko headmaster Rosford kran ho na mo ko busa no yesuku na esiasie yo na imagine se suku a esiasie ye enyansa manfo ne mankwa na yesua
matena school ha chere kakra na mpenga kakra na madini hano ha kakra me hu school no e ho ne afunsie na eben ye no waye kwan bia so na big say yesua de a community so senior year weekdays na ye de aba school no baby ha betimi funu de fa school no e be sen ko amusie ho na nkura no so classroom ndi e ko basa na nkura no agitwi api abontin e fa se begi amuna chi e kwa
we headmaster Rashford and I walk as I was no crap say was out for school near the Funucha one him. I would have say teacher for Nankasa Crano, a business on Pass Ocasia Casai.
Say a moon, a beer building till solita, Pampino, a back of why a son can cage for like a trano, Pampino, until April, Nayo Fear, Bankland reports no could do fear, a ditch and clanning no school, it will be so long cranny yare, a son Pampino. It is Ruta, a mania year who honey dear, in fact, yes, it was a school, a benesi, ye bar, almost me a yearly be Thursday, so no be fully back, no for your school. It is Arena, a banner, cage for cranny about cook try.
Na wa hwese asie ya pampan ye nkoda ahua ewo suku ene ese wo na asukufo na wonu mu hua saade wo mu su kire so mpaka se
Within the ADWOA precious. Ya say insuota ni asie na wan pampan ni tuba classroom ti ya ni emi anu bayale ye kofi ka chere ma amema be mnkwane be mesku so a yani ya disuano ontini nkwa musa ntinka eselese be meyasie ni fli ho mai yesie mto link be metro for school ni se pampan ni ntini le school ni esa ni yale within the adjacent panel so we phone ba na tufa hase nkwane nyina ho anu mo dwane amamo school so nkoso nkwane so anu mo ya tumka so anu wan person be school no ntiane so to so pampan tuba class o ntia yesre musenka munya amuni free asemai
Wow, when I kwasi bro ni beka say there you are Ghana for so you are hwa kwada wo kwasua de na wo hwiafunu awa abo RC abo number 2 RC na we obeba no ubuza say 1+1 yesan a was a dead body yentu aso
eno sa na nyame ampata na wo bibia chechire no wo dwane tumrika pe sama sort no abu afaso na mayenkwa otimantem Krachi East ehona na mrase badwani a wo ho wode 40 feet container wa packing say ya okoye no wo mukobie to a wo se wode ba be boa ma desuapa atimi akoso e wo otimantem na sa nkomoyi na Kenya daji di achire ama wane honorable Nelson Kofi Jahabu di nkomo na de yentie de okan
Municipal Directorate of Education Democratic is Damai the betu manim say ampa na adesuamo no omo haw ne say nkonya mofra no betena so aso ade no ebi ne ho okọ school bi mu a obehu na ebia arweho nsem na abofra no wadafom na watwere bi o wa watifom na watwere efom nso ebi okura cement kura ni na chese akoye ohaw bebre amawufu no ntinka metumi a ne mu awom wa wonim that time na ma win as member of parliament fresh na me shon bo se metu hwana mo na me ne mpanimfo akasa na ma adam mpanimfo ate na ma minister of education ate
enti wakasa we no na ewaso ma minister of education etie no na no musewura hari na edusu na bobo anoa na eba ono na afa ho nso a de oye kwankyerefo hwe enwumasua so wura Solomon nyansafo atisobui ene wono nso ede wei eto so
story books to read, but today we are privileged to have our honorable President Daba donating 250 mono decks to us. With this 40 container, 10 chairs and books to the municipality. In fact, he has helped us a lot, giving us 250 mono decks chairs and then the 40 container with books and chairs. But it will go a long way to help us. But must sit down and learn. In that environment, our learners will sit down, have time.
Nana Ken Adama na enkomoi efiri otimantemu bepi nkran. Eno so ni yegyina na awiei. Kase ebo a midima fuguso ana wodi mayen. Eno achi time heba mister ne time ne ka ho just hot kenke. Awiei tutu efiri mu na waso ye mu a ye de to ano. Ye dan ye ho endpoint huru party train kenti. Na fe ya san ba sisi akwa amono ne.
To me, Jenya Oba, any petchemo, and not dear bedachi. Now so, who bit me up one manena pomodin free no more France. Yam Vita, the milk pap peppy, Ninu Chuvi, aye, ye, unquada etiania, a day na a more dear a woman of one of frapomodi. Hanyo, in penny for swinging, Chopa. Mawobano a pomodi, free no more France. Yam Vita, go on, pray. Yam Vita, a delicious way to grow. FDA, Aji, a Jodi, in Kratoyatum.
SOMPA TV, Emma Aketiapa.
Etiefo bekaya. Enanu ada enrampo a ene yede beto wanim kase ne nto aso yede wura ama no no yede beto wanim se customer ya UK mansoafo se ejagu ni chempa efa Peter Manderson ne nkomo no ho kakra se papa se wono oya arewe nkora wono e perpendicular enkwara nkwana wodom di agro ena wa appoint no se won kwaye ambassador e wa mi wa fa kuro America na enra awo mrase bedwafie wo UK womu kwese ne papa na eno na nam so ma olukemi olufunto adigoke badenok ya wono ye British politician na wabene pa wo ye leader of the opposition party ya sabre Ghana ha anka mighty minority one da won no nura mansoafo koye enu putu no say aputu to you so won krata kire say Manderson na wone Epstein wono na wo ye pedophile one day perpendicular wo we nkodai na won krata mu pa na wo kan say to aso.
I am asking the Prime Minister something very specific, not about the generalities of the full extent. Can the Prime Minister tell us, did the official security vetting he received mention Mandelson's ongoing relationship with the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein?
Prime Minister?
Yes, it did. As a result, various questions were put to him. I intend to disclose to this House all of the national security, prejudice to international relations on one side. I want to make sure this House sees the full documentation so it will see for itself the extent to which time and time again Mandelson completely misrepresented the extent of his relationship with Epstein and lied throughout the process, including in response to the due diligence.
we ya customer no na wo wie ye pe so no fi Labour Party no mo MP se wo Labour Party no no bi se customer wo de anim guase e de abre UK man no eno nti be ya won fa na konwa kora nto se mansoafo no na nam so ma Housing Secretary Steve Reed wona so mpaka se bo nkomo ama ye busa na se wodwene ho sen.
This was our manifesto, right? One man, one word, change. Yeah. That's what we promised. That was the whole of what we as the Labour Party promised this country. Change. This looks more like the same. I think that he needs to think very hard about what is in the country's best interest and what is in his party's best interest.
Abusia all can this no. Now kita party manifesto no. And what the two was say, "Patch se papa na bambu." Enti ye busa na say enti ugidi say papa won resign and was say one hwe nia eye de ma wo man no na wonye. Nia eye de ma wo man no ne say one mu Labour MPs no. Say papa na gu UK man ni nyina animu ase nti won fa na konwa nto se mansoafo no. Eno ne wom su say ye ma wo man no. Na mom su wo bie na no aka say resign ne de. Nya de a wo beka. Ne mo no anim ne ye ma wo man no. Sa bre ya ye ka say customer woni Labour Party one MPs no one mu ahia nyame ya adom atwen yen hot bite so ya de update bebre
Sompa FM
abusua sa ensemi so na yegina ewia pram to breakfast boy de besom mo Sompa 106.5 FM akra na fei ekofa ya affiliate ahodo ye wo my Ghana mu nyina Sompa Kumase Sompa Takwa Sompa Techiman Sompa Takra de sunyan kranza doma na mankesim so efa bi ne yede ni nyina esi hanum sei Facebook fo yede mwase se monso mobeka ye ho ewo honom na bia wo afei na wodi wafidie no ato ha ensema wodo ayede ba na de dimu akoti ni bi ene se omampani John Dramani Mahama ese wo mo ye nhyehyɛ de egu akwam se de be ya wo mo twetwa aban ensase eton no wo betimi ahye na wo mo asia no.
We ya friend no head on coalition moto mienu adi ahyiamu ewo bepo so jansa ba beru de braye nipa mienu won ma fama hwere wo mo nkwa
saa na kwakwa de man so de bi firi ka so yi ni ba tempo no so ko Cape Coast ho so de esiye Toyota Voxy ene Hyundai Elantra no ma enya nkwanhye nipa du mienu epira ya wo trauma hospital body so moye
Abusuana ebi eka ho endpoint homeopathic clinic for Adaroma Kasa natural mineral water